Hello, 3, 2, it goes, before this starts, it goes 3, 2, 1, go, and it's go. Um, I just want to start this one by saying thank you to everybody yesterday for the feedback from yesterday's clip, Mini Me. The comments uh, below the film yesterday were brilliant. The people that left comments, thank you for that. And I've had people stop me today and just say how much they're getting out of these video clips, which is brilliant. It's really nice when people do that. I'm trying to get to a point in my life where if people say nice things to me, that's great. If people say negative things to me, let's put it that way, that's great as well. I'm trying to be indifferent to both, really. But I'm obviously not there yet, because it's still nice to hear nice comments, you know. So I guess I've still got a bit of a way to go on that. I think I'm getting better. Like I said before in one of the other films, that's more about how we feel about ourselves rather than what other people think about us. But like I said, it's still nice to get those comments. Yesterday I talked about Mini Me, saying that that's the scared bit of myself that I've never been able to get rid of. And I know some of the people that just want me to talk about positive might be disappointed with that. But the idea behind these clips for me was to be really honest. And one of the things that I've learned from working as a firefighter, working with top martial artists, professional boxers, getting in the ring myself, you know, that fear for me has always been there. I've never been able to get rid of it. I'd love to be able to say that I have, but I haven't. One of the things that I can say is that I've carried on doing things in spite of that. And as a counsellor, I've worked with lawyers, doctors, nurses, or people from pretty much every walk of life, and I've realised that it's a level playing field out there. And sometimes I forget that. Like yesterday, going in to teach a course to a group of college lecturers, you know. Like I said, in my old story, those college lecturers would have been up here because they're academically a lot brighter than me, and I would have put myself down here. Whereas I know emotionally there's no difference between us. You know, in fact, I've probably done a lot more work on myself emotionally. So it's a real. What I want to say is that it's a real, or what I'm trying to say here is that it's a real level playing field out there, folks. It's only us that put ourselves down, nobody else. You know, we do it. And one of the biggest fears that I've noticed is when we step into the unknown. We're doing something new for the first time. You know, we're going for a new job, working with new people, going to college, going to university, whatever it is, going to a new gym for the first time. You know, you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're stepping into discomfort. And everybody feels the same. It's a fear of the unknown. And a lot of that is down to our thought process again, because the unknown could be fantastic. It could be exciting. It's definitely a chance for us to grow, but we tend to focus on the negative side of that. And I think that's why it gets scary. So I guess it's turning that anticipation into excitement. The only way you can grow is by going into the unknown, doing things that you haven't done before. That's how we grow. You've got to do that, unfortunately, and that applies in lots of areas, whether it's relationships, changing jobs. You know, most people stick with what they've got, which is fine, because like my old friend Jeff Thompson used to say, they become comfortable with their discomfort. It just becomes a way of life. And the fear of changing is bigger than the fear of staying where they are, even though they don't like where they are. They might not like that relationship, they might not like that job. So, you know, I've called this film The Real World because for me, I've never met a human being yet that doesn't have self-doubt and that doesn't experience fears. So, you know, I used to feel that I was the only one growing up. I used to think that I was the only one who felt these things. And then as I got older, started mixing with other people and realising that actually everybody feels it. So if you're feeling fearful, if you're feeling doubtful about going into a new situation, that's perfectly normal. It wouldn't be normal if you didn't feel those things. So it's okay to feel those things, but all I would say to you is don't let it stop you. Keep going forward, keep going into new situations and keep growing. When you look back, it'll all make sense. So keep going forward. That's the message for today. And You know, that's the real world, guys. Not the false image that some of these people put out there of have no fear and put a big cheesy grin on your face and your chest out. You know, that to me, that's a false world. If it works for you, do it. But you know, for me, the real world is that we do have fear, we do have stress, we do have anxiety. You know, we have to accept those things. Once we accept them, we can work with them. You know, if we deny them, they'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger. They don't go away. So sometimes it's about accepting what we've got and going forward, and welcome to the real world.